I was a fresh CEO in this business. I had many businesses, many group companies which caused problems, but the main one was in Germany. This was the largest company. And I had not too much time. I could not afford to make a major mistake. And this is why, probably for the first time, I decided to take a consultant in. Because I thought that given the short time frame, because the company was running into losses, I could not afford to do it myself, to climb up the learning curve. So I was looking for a consulting firm, which I typically was rather shy to do. Humatica offered me a very pragmatic approach. It was, by the way, recommended by one of my sponsors or one of the shareholders. Their way was convincing. The first contact was no frill, no bullshitting. It was really right to the point. I liked the very short time to market approach which Humatica offers. So it was a combination, to make it short, of controlled cost, not too expensive, and a fast approach. And it convinced me. It was about the organization. The organization seemed to me completely fuzzy, confusing, double-layered, unorganized, a big pile of heritage problems. And this is what made it so complicated. The business itself is not particularly big, as you know, 40 million turnover, but spread out over several locations. And the locations used to be different entities. So what I requested from Humatica to make analysis of the status quo, how the organization works, and based on that, or maybe not even based on that, and propose a better organization for the future. It was an organizational analysis with obviously a major look at the cost involved. This was one of the reasons, and I finally found out that you told me the truth, because you promised me that the timely involvement of the operational people would be limited, and you did not exceed it, because every operation says I don't have any time, and so it's always one of the inhibitors in such a problem to get people involved and really cooperate. And the time for the operational people was clearly limited, which meant that we were fast. And insofar, I didn't get any major complaints out of the organization, which is good. And I also liked the fact that I got on a weekly basis, you gave me a feedback where we stand, and I had a good feeling all the time that I understood that this project was one of those projects which go to a certain direction and not one of those projects which go to nowhere. We did get results, yes. I remember our meeting. You listed for each area, communication, purchasing procedures, sales process, customer order taking in, and so on. So defined by each area, you made the analysis. Number one was always, this is a status quo, here are the problems, and we propose to do this better. This is the way you typically want to get it done.